Hey, Crystal Pharaoh here, and today we're going to meditate with a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is the most commonly known for grounding and protection, which is critical the more you want to use higher frequency crystals like phenicites, azestulites, and other crystals to bring you up and out to have those experiences. It's critically important that you use grounding crystals like a black tourmaline to stay centered, grounded in your body, and to be able to embody those learnings that you've had from those other meditations. So today I'll run you through how I meditate with a black tourmaline. We'll see what feelings come up, what messages communicate for me, where all those visuals go, and let's see what happens. This specific tourmaline is from the Erongo Mountains in Namibia, and there was an incredible discovery a few years back that came out with these not just beautifully terminated crystals, which is terminations where all the points come together in symmetry, but also for these amazing, incredible etchings that are all over the crystal. And even on the side, you can see these quite beautiful formations. This crystal is highly lustrous, which means when the light shines on it, then it shines back quite brightly. So a crystal that might have low luster would have a dim reflection, where this one's quite sharp and distinct. It's beautiful to be able to meditate with crystals that are sort of more prestigious and powerful. While you can just meditate with any piece of black tourmaline, and you're welcome to grab yours and follow along with the video, having something of this sort of quality and aesthetics and energy actually will give you a much more enhanced meditation experience. Different messaging, totally different. And also, if I meditate with a tourmaline from somewhere else around the world, I'm going to get a very different experience as well. Saying that, the overall experience of that grounding and protection will definitely come through no matter what tourmaline you've got. So if you've got one at home, grab along and let's go. The first thing I want to do to connect with the crystal is to view the beauty of it. I twist it around slowly and let the light dance off all the different facets and imperfections and bumps. And as I'm just admiring the beauty of it, even in the blemishes, all of a sudden I start to feel this connection where I'm connected with the crystal. You'll sort of feel it when you snap in with it. And next I like to breathe my energy and connect with the crystal, breathing my energy into it, and then inhaling its energy into me. It's a reciprocal way of connecting with the crystal. So 3 times. Beautiful. I'm actually starting to feel a little sensation in my heart already. Typically, black tourmaline, most people would think, oh, that's only going to work on your base chakra, but crystals can have effect on any one of your chakras depending on what's going on in your life at that time. So for me, my heart's a bit open at the moment with a lot of stuff I'm going through in my personal life. So feeling that tourmaline in my heart, it's giving it a sense of protection and shielding, which makes me feel safer having my heart wide open while I'm going through such a vulnerable time in my life. So straight away, the crystal does want to go to the base chakra. So I'm going to bring it down here. So I can feel that right in the base of my spine, right at the bottom. And what I'm feeling is like this current, this very earthy, you know, like when you go to the beach and you put your hands under the sand, you feel quite grounded, or if you're laying on the ground, I'm feeling that really grounding circuit, and that's going through both of my legs and through my heels, and it's actually opening up the chakra points at the bottom of my heels as well. So I'm just going to hold that there for a little bit and let it really complete that circuit for me. And while I'm letting that happen, I just breathe with it. It's the breathing and the life force and the energy, and you pushing that around, that really helps to get that energy flowing from the crystal. There's a little bit of an emotional release on that last one where it's really come down and that current into the ground. Straight away, I'm getting a message from the black tourmaline, and it's around safety. And it's basically saying, Josh, you are safe. You're protected. While this energy is in your field, you'll be grounded and you'll be able to feel safe. Fantastic. So if you're someone that's going around life, a little bit of anxiety, not really feeling like you're in your body, black tourmaline is going to be a really good thing for you to potentially even carry in your pocket. But when you carry a crystal in your pocket, it's quite a passive thing. If you just pick up a crystal, put it in your pocket, there might be some power, but it might only be 15–20% of the power. When you actually connect with the crystal, energetically align to it, feel the energy of it, and then you can program your intention into it. And look, I'm not going to carry this around in my pocket, but if I have a smaller black tourmaline, I can say, I want you to keep this current of grounding and protection with me always while I carry the crystal with me. Put that in my pocket, and it's going to be like 50%, 60% of the power of the crystal just by passively putting it in your pocket. So it's always important to activate your crystals, and the way you do that is by connecting with them and then commanding or programming them for what you want them to do. Okay, I'm feeling quite safe and grounded. I'm actually starting to get a visual already, and I'm starting to see like the earth, like the outside landscape, like the earth outside, like a dirt mound. And I'm imagining like the energy of a mole, or I'm in Australia, like maybe a wombat, coming up and breaking the surface from under the ground. I'm just gonna close my eyes for a minute and let that flow through. So what happens when I see something like this come up in my meditations? What I want to do is practice a little bit of shape shifting. So what I'm going to do is change my energetic pattern to match the energetic pattern of the wombat. And to do that, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to imagine my whole body slowing down and me becoming a wombat, my energy going at the speed and the pace of a wombat. Looking through the eyes of a wombat, feeling the ground scratching like I'm a wombat. There's a much stronger sense of protection and grounding than I'm feeling now. And the message is just the same. It's about grounding and it's about protection. Okay, I'm going to bring it up. A lot of the time I usually start on my crown chakra and work down, but because this is a grounding crystal, I'm going to come it up. So what happens when I hold it onto my sacral here? Straight away I'm imagining like rings, probably like my rib cage actually, going around my body. Like a series of tubes and pipes and rings, sort of like the African lady with the gold rings around her neck. Kind of feels like that going around my body. So what I'm going to do is I can feel that slightly going around my body. So I'm going to imagine like a little dial that goes from 0 to 10, and I'm going to tune into that sensation, and I'm going to just turn the volume up on that energy. So just say I could only feel it 2 or 3 out of 10. I'm going to now put it up 6, 7, 8. So I can now really start to feel it. My muscles are even contracting around my ribs and my abs and my wings, and I'm feeling a lot stronger in that core area. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more to 10. My body is going rock solid, so I'm feeling like my arms aren't flexed, but my core is really tensing up. That's beautiful. What I'm going to do now, I get the intuition to bring that back down now and let that strength come through my legs and into the ground, which is what I'm feeling now. And breathe that in. Yeah, so it's relaxed a bit. I'm going to bring it back up to the sacral again. Yeah, I feel like that's really activated and connected the sacral down to the base chakra. If you're playing along at home with your black tourmaline, you're welcome to do the same techniques. If I'm explaining something I'm visualizing, you can just pause for a second and visualize that and tune into the energy as well. And yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's keep going. I'm going to bring it up more to my solar plexus. If you've watched previous videos, you might know I've got a very hyped and overactive solar plexus. Straight away I can feel it. It's like it's no longer rock anymore. It's like steel. It's like iron. Wow, it's kind of like an involuntary action from my spine around that solar plexus area here. It feels like it's going all the way down the back of my spine. So before, I was feeling a lot of the energy up the front of me because I'm holding the crystal there. Your awareness is out the front. You're not always focused on what's behind you and what's happening. So I'm actually feeling more rigid and upright from the back. And that feels enough there. I'm going to bring it up to the heart. Let's see what happens, because this is where it intuitively first wanted to go. And I'm just holding this in front of me, but you can hold it right next to you if you want. I'm feeling a lot stronger and more certain in my body. And while I'm only sitting down right now in this chair, I can visualize and imagine myself standing up and walking with strength and purpose. So what I'm going to do is send that heart energy. I'm imagining like a green colored heart energy, infusing with that black energy and creating a vortex and pushing that down through each one of my legs and connecting into the ground. Feels really good. Okay, upper heart, the throat. Oh, I'm getting a really warm glow in the throat. I do a lot of chanting and toning to elevate my energy and frequency level. And what it's saying is I'm leaving my throat chakra wide open. So sometimes, like my solar plexus, where it's overactive, your chakra can be, either closed off or it can be wide open. So you want to kind of bring it into a place where it's at a good balance, so it's not too much one or the other, and it's balanced with your other chakras. And I can go more into a balancing of chakra video into the future. If that's something you're interested in hearing about, leave a comment and I can create that more into a short video for you. So bringing that back up to the throat. It's kind of closing off the aperture, closing off the chakra, not to the degree where it's shut off and I can't talk and express, but it feels like it's bringing it back to more of a safe and protected place. Feels like that's done already. I'm gonna just move this up in front of my face. Not really getting anything. A little bit around the third eye. It's more like what I'm imagining is if, just like my camera lens, if it's a bit dirty, then it's just giving a bit of a clean, like the wipers on your car on the windscreen. So I might just sit that there for a little bit. And I breathe into it and I imagine that energy coming into my head and my third eye, and I imagine my third eye pushing out. It's always about both ways. It's not just taking the energy and it's all yours. You put your energy out and then it allows the energy of the crystal to come in. So yeah, that's feeling good now. That's feeling clean. And I'll just come up here on the crown. I'm getting a very silvery, metallic, cold feeling there. My crown is something that's quite strong and open and receptive. And it feels like it is open the right amount. It's not overly open. It's not just letting everything in. But I feel like the tourmaline's doing a bit of a process of putting up some protective barriers around there as well. Just a little bit of a safety net. So I'll just breathe into that for a minute. Yep, that feels really good. Now I'm going to just ask it as a channel communication. Tourmaline, are there any more messages you have for me or for anyone watching at home? What I get is that it's a very important ritual to use a tourmaline at least 2 times a week. If you're doing a lot of energetic spiritual work, if you're working with people that might be kind of going through a lot in their life, then working with a tourmaline is going to help you to kind of keep protected from that so that that doesn't latch on to you and then start decaying your energy. I'd imagine it like airing out your house. If you live in your house and you don't open the windows for a week, it gets quite stuffy, the energy inside. So I feel like having the black tourmalines like every 2 or 3 days, it's kind of like opening the window and letting the air blow through. You don't need to leave it open, you close it again and get back to it. So that's the message that it's sending out. It's safe to feel grounded in your body. You are protected. Connect with your black tourmaline. Use it as a tool and an ally to help you. Come to it regularly. And there's one thing that I want to learn from my trainings and meditations, what I learned from Robert Simmons, training with him in New Zealand, is that once you do a big meditation with your Moldavites, your Phoenikites, your Azeztulites, your big powerhouse crystals that shoot you out of your body, having a black tourmaline to meditate with at the end, holding it down here in front of you and grounding that energy back into your body actually helps you to embody the learnings. So there's times where you can have all this journeys and channel communications and you come back into your body, you go back to your day to day, 3 days later you've forgotten what's even happened to you. So grounding yourself at the end of a meditation like that as its own separate short 1 or 2 minute meditation is going to help your field to remember and embody what's happened during those bigger meditation times. I'm the Crystal Pharaoh. I believe that crystals open portals to different dimensions and they're here as our allies to help service, to get us through what we're going through in our lives and to support our success. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and until then, rock on.